Hello, love. Okay. How are you, love? Do, do, do. Hi, Kay. How are you? Shuffle here a little bit. It's funny, both Kay and Myrrh are purple on my screen. You should be asleep. I mean, it is pretty late for ya. Myrrh's doing his weird... There we go. Doing his weird little chatter there. I mean, it's not too terribly late. You don't have a lisp. Do, do, do. Bum, 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 bum. Off to do more trials. Dun, 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 dun. All the trials. So many trials. So, deferred outfit. I'm working on Nirvana trials. Trying to get it to... I would say get it to 119, but it won't let me 119 until I finish Terp, but I can at least get it to the point of where I would need to put in the 300 by Tetsu's for it. What button did I press? Not the one I wanted. Okay. Do, 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 do. Just trying to get it all done. So we're gonna go beat up some spiders. That's what we're gonna go do. Number 5, if I remember correctly. Bum bum bum. Number 5. How is the crafting coming along? I am taking a break. Not very long, but just like a minor break from working on the shield, because the shield was taking an abundance amount of time. A little too much. Thanks for the lurk, Carmus. I know you're streaming right now. I really appreciate you at least stopping by. I'm gonna go ahead and run over here. But yeah, the crafting shield takes, that last stage takes quite a bit. What's kind of nice with doing this particular trial that I'm about to do is I'll be able to get spider webs for Ava's shield, so that way I can at least get to stage 4. So then I can at least make everything except for the Dynamis weapons. And then I'll slowly just work on more and more. Freaking finish. Oh, so you got Ultimate Curator? Is that what TC is? Hopefully I'm understanding your TC. My TC might be something different though. But how are you, Red Mage? Are you doing well? Well, this one's gonna die before I even get enough TP. Yeah. Nice! Very nice. I know Mur wanted to do Tumult Curator. I killed that spider really fast. Oh, it's because my weapons are not on. I'm like, that didn't seem right. Not that. Change to this. There we go. Now I can stop killing spiders randomly. Be smart about it. That's better. Go from 600 plus damage to 100. I was just like, there's no way. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, come here, spider. Do, do, do. But very nice. Now, when you also say finish, is it just obtaining or is it augmenting? Because I know you can, I believe you can augment those now too, if I remember correctly. Bum, 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 bum. I got all the items and the augments tonight with game experience. Nice. And you're out of accolades. I believe it. Well, congratulations on that, though. I'm actually going to be going and doing, not Tumult, but I'm going to be doing Pandemonium Warden, depending on how fast I get these trials done. Probably not done very fast, but I didn't want to do something too difficult tonight just because I have work in the morning. I may try to get up earlier, just so that way I can leave work sooner. Why? Spider. Spider. Come here. Because I'm going to have a 5-day weekend this week for work, so it'll be nice. Get rid of that NM. Dun 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 dun. Red Mage. Red Mage feet. Sure, I'll take those. I'll actually send those over to Elise, so she can upgrade her Red Mage feet when she eventually gets those. Boof! Well, if you want to open the chest, Smur, you can come get the feet for Joxer. You have Abyssia access. You definitely have Abyssia access, because you've gotten the cutscene in Lower Juno already. Oh. Wow. Fine, I won't get you the feet. Where the fuck are all the spiders? Well, they're all on this side right now. Dun 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 dun. He must be poisoned, because he's losing HP. My Nirvana is too good. It's killing these spiders way too quick. Yeah, he's gonna go away here soon. Down to 2%. I do too. When you needed an alliance to do stuff. I remember those days. I remember those days. I was actually, I played, that's when I really got to play Summoner, was during the Abyssia days. I would duo the Iron Giants. You would send out Leviathan, because he was the one that would resist amnesia. And you would just spinning dive the Iron Giants over and over again. Spinning dive, run away. Wait till he died, resummon, do it again. When you used to know how to play Summoner, like, you actually had to know how to play the job. do, do, do. But I will say I did not do the Summoner main healing in parties to level my Summoner, though. I did not do that. So I cannot say I did the true Summoner I had the true Summoner leveling experience. I did not. I did not at all. Went to Caracal Tunnel. Forget what it's called. The mine tunnel area that leads to Altepa. Had a red mage pull everything, and you just burned it. With Shiva just diamond dust the whole field. That's how I leveled my Summoner. Way back in the day. That was before Abyssia came out. And then I had to sit in town and level my summoning magic. Well, I sat in El Zabi. I did it in El Zabi. Leveled up summoning magic there. Besieged happened. Just kept spamming stuff. I need these spiders to spawn faster. Spider! Come here, spider. It needs to do things. Oof! Get Ifrit back out. Dun 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 dun. Almost. But is everybody having a good Monday so far? I know Mondays usually aren't the best for work weeks, but hopefully it wasn't too bad for ya. Hopefully it was easy peasy. Nope. Dun 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 dun. Should really be checking these chests for Buckus. Because I need lots of Buckus fangs. Lots of Buckus. So much Buckus. Because eventually, well, I'm going to make Amantine and Farsha. And then eventually I'm going to make Gandiva for Ava, for her ranger. So I need so much Buckus. I'm just glad I'm done Globoid. Me and Globoid are done. We had a good time. So what are you going to work on now then, Red Mage? Or are you done? Are you satisfied with what you have completed? You don't want to start anything new. I guess I didn't kill that one. Nope, I did not kill it. You want to quit? I know that feeling too. That's probably what I was gonna like say when I finished my crafting shield. Be like, hey, I can be done with this game now. I finished it. But there's always something to do in the game, something to complete. I don't think I'll make every single mythic. I don't think I'll be that person. I'll just make the ones for my jobs. Make the Empyreans for the jobs. Make all those relics. I'll probably take a nap until 11. And then get back on 11. Dun 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 dun. There we go. Doo doo doo. This is what I got up for? There's always so many things to do. So much to do. If they came out with a possibility of having more inventory, like having inventory separate for jobs, then I might try playing more jobs than I already do. But until then, I'm only sticking with the 10 that I got, so I might as well get everything made for the 10 that I have. That way I can say I did it. I think one of the things I'm not looking forward to is trying to do O-Chain, oddly enough. Because it's kind of like Ragnarok with me. It's like, I don't know if I should do it, if I should really make it or not. Is it really worth the time and effort? But I'll probably still do it. What about Mordant Rhyme? That's not O-Chain. I already have Karnwinhan. Karn is done. Karn is afterglowed. I did not kill that, did I? I didn't. Boof! I know O-Chain's trash. That's what I mean, though. It's like, should I even bother trying to make it, or should I just say screw it? I might just make it just to make it, though. Just because that's me. Yeah. It's more physical based, but it's one of those things where would you rather have the Aeonic versus O-Chain? That's the dilemma between those two right now. It's the sexiest shield, that's what makes it the best shield. It does look nice. I do like, I hate how Aegis looks. I really do. I do not like Aegis's look at all. I mean, I get it. I understand why it looks the way it does. I don't like it, though. I don't like it. Aw, thank you so much for the host. I really appreciate that. Thank you. How are you doing today, Deathmane? Are you doing well? It looks like a butthole. It's a face. It has a face on it. Well, that's good. I'm glad you're not doing too bad. We're just out here doing Nirvana trials. We are trying to level up our Nirvana so that way eventually we can, you know, use it and say we actually can use it. I did it again. Wow. I died laughing when I saw the shield up close the first time I swore it was a bow. It's whatever you want it to be. If you really think about it. So if you want it to be a butthole, it can be a butthole. But yeah, so we have a 75 Nirvana right now. We gotta do the Magian trials in order to get it leveled up, so that way it's not just a stick that we have in our inventory. But since I'm working on Terpsichore, I cannot eye level it with Baitetsu's. And no, I'm not doing the Scoria path, because that's insane. I don't know why you would do the Scoria path for that. So I'll wait till I get the 10,000 Baitetsu's finished on Terp, and then turn into 300. And then I'll probably wait to Afterglow it, because I want Afterglow Conqueror, if I'm going to be honest. But I don't want to leave this at 75 like somebody in this channel. Wonder who that could be. The shield from Alex looks nice too. Yeah. I actually don't mind how the Aeonic shield looks. The purple is kind of nice. I mean, I wear it on White Mage all the time, so if you guys ever haven't seen what the Aeonic shield looks like, it's my White Mage lock style shield. Wonder who that is? I wonder. Yeah, it's a cool looking shield. And it's unique. It's just like the staff. The staff is really unique. I like the little swirliness of the staff. Have you noticed there are so many purple weapons for Aeonics, though? I don't know why. There's a good chunk of them that have purple in them. I guess they were just like, all the mythics are primarily gold base. Let's have all purple base one, or primarily purple base one. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know if that was the actual thought process of that. No idea. I guess the theme was Purple Rain. I mean, they do have very dramatic weapon skills that go with them. They are very dramatic. But that's okay. I remember when I saw the videos of them first. When did I finish Nirvana? Technically a couple of days ago. Because I had been sitting on the ZNM portion of, like, actually finishing the Nirvana. And just was like, I'll do it eventually. Oh, I did not want to unsummon you. I wanted you to go attack it. Go get it, buddy. Go beat it up. You didn't even need the second one. So it's been fairly recent. I remember those weapons were really hard to do, yes. Mythics were very hard to do. Now they're pretty easy. They made the assaults way easier to do. The fact that you can solo Libro supplies is kind of mind-blowing, because I remember how difficult it used to be back in the day. But all the assaults are soloable if you really want them to be. Lost and Found can be a bit of a challenge if you're trying to solo it, because you have to find at least 2 hints to find the actual ring itself. But, I mean, it's doable. It's just, you really don't want to do it. Alex, you can get through Ambuscade or doing assaults. Or if you can do Nizel Uncharted, that event, they also drop a lot of Alex during that time. Fishing one is cancer. Which fishing one? Oh, the Orbon one? That one, the RNG is really bad. Like, I was doing that one the other day when I was doing my books for Conqueror. And we were just sitting there, we were like right next to it, and I'm like, okay, this guy says it's gonna be on this side, and then we like slowly had to move down a little bit more because we just kept fishing and fishing and we weren't getting anything. It's like, come on, Orbon, just get fished up. Yeah. I think that and Azure Ailments are the two that I'm like, okay, come on, let's get this done and over with already. But I don't play Summoner really a whole lot. This was a community vote on which mythic I was going to finish. And the community voted for me to do Nirvana. So I has Nirvana. So I wanted to get Conqueror done, so that way I could say I'm done with Warrior Mythic. And then I'll probably do Tupsamati next. And then I'll leave it up to you guys if I should do Tizona or Burtgang after that. Because those will be the last 2 mythics that I would make. I always wanted to get the Pup Mythic. Pup Mythic is so good. King Konkin is so good! I actually need to unlock Stringing Pummel on Ava, so that way I can help Myrrh with his Kinkonkin trials. Because he doesn't like doing trials. Which most people don't like doing this part. This part can get really boring. Which is why it's nice to have you guys to talk to while I do this. Because otherwise I'd be just like, this is so mind-numbing. But again, was never in a good enough link shell to really help me with anything. Oh no! I technically never finished a mythic during the 75 days. Didn't finish one. And I probably would never have finished one, because I was feeding any Alex that I got to my ex at the time. So he would have had to have a mythic first before I would have been able to get any mythics done at all. But I did have, like, some of the minor prereqs done. I had 2 out of the 3 Udurgan gods killed, because I happened to get into a shout group that was doing them at the time. And had killed some of the salvage bosses. Not all of them. I think I had 2 or 3. Which I was like, I didn't really do salvage, because I didn't really have a salvage group. Well, have a good nap, Red. Thank you so much for stopping by. Assaults, I was first lieutenant. So I was up there, but the downside is you can get to first lieutenant without doing all of the assaults. You could literally just spam it, but you can't get captain until you've done all of them at least once. And so I would have sat at first lieutenant for a while. A good while. But when I came back, my first mythic I made was Karnwan Han. Yes. Because I got a full Rima Bard, was the first thing I worked on. So I had all the weapons for Bard done first. And then I made Death Penalty. And then I made Yagrush after that. Dreaded it, hated it, didn't want to make it. Grinned and bared it and made it. Yep, Mermaid Terpsichore back during the 75 days. So he knows the true horrors of trying to make that weapon back when it was very difficult. I can only imagine how much it sucked. And that was only doing part of it. Bum 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 bum. And then also these trials used to really suck back in the day. Even just trying to do the original Trial of Magi and Staves for Summoner, which you needed like 2 for every avatar if you really wanted to get into Summoner. It was crazy. I attempted a relic weapon, got to stage 3, but got tired of soloing Dynamis by myself. I know. It sucked. I did that with G-Horn. Solo Dynamis. Went in there like every day to go make it. It's not fun. I definitely understand that. I don't think I made any other relic weapon doing it. It was near the end of my time in Final Fantasy that I did that. Oh no! Well, if you come back, or ever decide to come back, at least you're so close to finishing it. Which relic weapon were you trying to make at the time? If you don't mind me asking. Oh, the Great Axe! Bravura! Bravura's awesome. Love Bravura. It's a fantastic tanking Great Axe. And it's got a lot of accuracy, too. Oh, Warrior. Warrior's my... Love Warrior. Warrior was my first 75 job. My very first 75 job. I literally said I don't want to level any other job until I got this 75. So I was Warrior Sub Monk up to getting it to 75, which convincing people to invite me to parties was difficult, to say the least. Because I started when Wings of the Goddess was brand new. So everybody already knew about Sub Sam, everybody already knew about Sub Ninjas, and like those were what you were supposed to use as a warrior sub. And I'm sitting here warrior sub monk, because I got my sub monk to 37. Bum bum bum. Oh, am I gonna do it? No! Oh! I told you to retreat. Why did you have to disobey me? I would have gotten it. So yeah. And then once I was in I did it again. Once I got into an actual event link shell, they're like, you have to level. They actually told me to level Sub Sam, Sub Ninja, and Sub Dark Knight were the 3 sub jobs I had to have before I could actually join content. There was only one link shell that actually let me do content as sub warrior or sub monk at the time, and that was Beer Fest, which was a Dynamis link shell I was in. They were just like, oh, you're new, it's fine, we got like 36 people in here anyway. Gosh darn it. I started right after Rise of Zillert was released. Nice. Yeah, no, I'm not as old of a player, but you know, I'm still up there. At this point, it seems like it was forever ago, really. And Merce fucking lying about his account. He started on... Yeah, actually. Surprisingly, there are definitely still people buying accounts. I don't know why. Because the game's really easy to get to the same level that people are buying accounts at, but... they want the easy button. But Merce started when it was JP release, I believe. Mer? JP release? Game was 50 cap. Well, then that could just be NA release. Like, that doesn't specifically mean. I earned everything I had in the game. Me too! And that's what's really cool about it, is like, I can say I did that. I was part of that. Well, see, don't do that. You don't know these things. I do remember that Wings of the Goddess expansion was not finished. It was, I think, 2 months old when I started, so like they were still creating the storyline. And I thought that was so weird. I was like, but they said they released the expansion. I thought it was done. Like, you release an expansion and it's complete. And they're like, no, they bring it out in waves. They get you a little taste of it. And just like all the complaints about Wings. I remember I did not want to level Dancer. I thought it was the stupidest idea for a job. And they're like, you need sub Dancer if you want to solo one warrior. I was like, are you kidding me? And then I leveled Dancer for my sub job and absolutely fell in love with it. I was like, I can tank on this job. I can survive so much better than my warrior can. I can take care of other people if necessary. Loved it. Yeah, and they really could. Yeah. It was kind of broken at first, though. Like, they've kind of reverted it back a little bit to what it used to be. But I remember, like, there was no combined timers when Dancer was first released. And then, like, Dancers are out... There was also no cure cap. So Dancers were out curing white mages, and they could race faster and not have to worry about being restricted by MP. And SE was like, oh shit, we gotta fix this. And then they made it to where all waltzes were on the same timer. And then they increased the recasts of them too. It sucked. It made me cry. Retreat. Retreat! Retreat! Yes, attack this one. So that was kind of a bummer. But they have redeemed it. They have brought back some of those qualities. They did re-separate everything. They didn't change the timers on them, though, but they did at least separate it to where, you know, I could do Cure 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5 if necessary, back to back, instead of being like, well, I did Cure 3, I gotta wait 3 seconds before I can cure myself again. It's like, oh, I just healing waltzed myself. I now cannot cure myself for like 10 seconds. 10 to 15 seconds, whatever it was. It was brutal. Oh. It was not fun. But it did really make you think of like TP management, kind of like MP management, but TP management. And I thought that was kind of cool. Mersane over here, the dancer sucks, yet he was the first one to make Terp. Dun 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 dun. I should probably say hello to my link shelf. I haven't even done that today. Just kind of hopped on it immediately, started working on trials. Ooh. Oof. Poor Wom. 12-hour shift. But we're getting there. 176. We're almost halfway. They should have kept Dancer as they released it, but it did add a complexity to the gameplay. Yes. Yes, it did. Hi. What's up? Hi, Mer. What's up? You having fun doing a little dance? For those who don't know, Mythic Mer. Doing his little dance, scaring the cat behind him. He is a dork. And he's my dork. Bye! Is he weird? Bart's just staring at the door like, what just happened? Oof! Oh good, he is attacking the NM. Wow, that was actually really terrible. I really don't want you on this right now. I know you really want to attack it, but I really don't... Okay, yeah, you can attack that one. Yeah. Niffer's just like, I really want to hit it. I want to hit it so much. This is one interesting part about doing summoner trials, is like keeping control of your avatar from trying to kill the mobs when you realize that you got resisted on a magic-based weapon skill. Dun 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 dun! I think I have raptors after this. Bum bum bum! I think you can actually play for free right now, or is that campaign over? That campaign might be over. There's like a Return to Bonadil campaign that pops up every once in a while, where it allows people that had past accounts to be able to get on and play for, I think you just play for 1 full month. Fortunately, I will never come back to 11 when I uninstalled it. I did it for good. I said that a while ago. There was one time I had quit. I still get emails from Square Enix, I believe it. There was one time I quit. And I was like, I'm not going to play this game again. Like, I'm not going to put my heart and soul into it. And then I came back. And you know what? It was good. I was only gone for about about 3 years, though. I wasn't gone very long. We'll boof that one. Ba, 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 ba. But I had quit because I had bad memories of 11, like towards the end of my time in 11. And one of my friends was like, hey, I'm gonna go back and play the game. Will you play with me? And I was just like, you know what? Sure. There you go. That's still fine. You can see all the changes and all the things. But it's definitely not as hard as it used to be. Like, the difficulty has definitely decreased in the game. But you don't really need alliances to do a whole lot anymore. Which I think is kind of a bummer. Because there's not as big, like, tight of a community. Like, if you were in a link shell, you wanted to do everything to make that link shell kind of proud, sort of thing. And you would have, like, the top link shells. You're like, oh, I want to be in that link shell. Because I want to be with all the really cool players, sort of thing. All these people that can accomplish the craziest things. Or you would just find this, like, really chill, relaxed one that was just fun to hang out in. I remember having to fill out applications to be in link shells. Oh man, the application process. I can't remember the website string where, yeah, There used to be a, like, specific website thing that link shells would make their own page, and they would have, like, their schedules on there, or if they had a point-based system, they'd, like, really customize this web page just for their link shells. And for the life of me, I can't remember it, because I had one for my ZNM link shell at the time that I ran with my ex at the time. And it was so cool. Like, we had all this stuff. We talked about, like, how to make a really good pancreation monster, who was taking pictures on what day, and then which mobs we were, like, which tiers we were going through. Oh, I remember that. It was so much fun. But all the people I met, like, just back then, like, I'm still friends with a whole bunch of them, even now, even though most of them don't play the game again. But it was just so cool to, like, get this community, and I feel like the community part is kind of losing itself, which is a real bummer, especially because on Asura, people shout for mercs all the time. They will shout to do capacity points parties. You know, the things that you used to actually build your character doing, they just shout and pay people to do now. And my best friend in Final Fantasy went to 14 after I left. She tried talking me into 14, but after the horrible disaster of the original loss, they lost me, yeah. That's where they lost me, too. I was one of the Final Fantasy 11 beta testers for 14, because you know how they put out how they wanted 11 to go try out 14 to try to get us to kind of merge that way. And I really didn't like the beta. And I remember putting in my the things that I found wrong. And I wasn't trying to be like, oh, this is a copy of 11, it should be 11. I knew they were trying to do something different with it. And so I tried to go at it at a different mindset. But it was just not well done, and I was so upset about it. And I just couldn't do it. I couldn't purchase the game, and now I have friends that play 14 too, and I'll watch them play it, and I'm like, you know, that still looks super easy, but, you know, for somebody that just wants to pick up a game and, you know, just accomplish something in a couple of minutes to maybe an hour. I'm like, that's a really cool game to just pick up and go. Kind of like, I played World of Warcraft way back in the day. Like, I don't play it at all now, but I used to. And that's what it reminded me of, just watching it even nowadays. I'm like, I don't think I could play it. They just keep asking me to play it, though. They're just like, come play with us, come play this game. And I'm like, like, you can come play 11, and then maybe we'll talk. If you play 11, I'll play 14, sort of thing, and they won't come to 11, so I'm like, I guess I'm sticking over here. Also the one thing that still keeps me to Final Fantasy XI that I absolutely love. There's one mechanic in Final Fantasy XI that is so beautiful. It is the well, you're not a mechanic in the game, is the gear swap system. I mean, I did meet my husband in Final Fantasy XI, so yes, there is that too. But the gear swap mechanic in Final Fantasy XI is what really keeps me coming back to this game, because it's so unique. It's its own separate thing, and it's just really interesting how many combinations you can really do. Bum, bum, bum. Couldn't even get a handle on things in 14. It's a lot of look for the patterns. As one of my friends was telling me, he was like, just, you do a dance. You do a dance and win. Just learn the dance of each mob and then you'll win. Which makes sense. Oof. Ooh, a 2. Hi! How are you, Denny? You doing well? Nice! That's awesome! We are still over here working on Nirvana trials. We're actually almost done with this trial. We're over halfway done with it. Yep, over halfway done now. We're just making our way through these trials. Killing fast. Boof! The only thing that keeps me playing 14 is the story. Is top tier on the Final Fantasy stories. I do hear that the stories are really good in Final Fantasy 14. I also know that you can, like, replay just the cutscenes, which is kind of similar to, like, touching the question marks, or it's the Goblin Footprints. And that's kind of like how you can relive cutscenes in 11. But I think you can do that, like, anywhere in 14, if I remember correctly. Like, you don't have to be in specific spots. Which I do think is kind of cool. I'm gonna go into lurk mode while I play Red Dead Online. Have fun! Thanks for lurking, at least. I really do appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by and talking with me. I hope you get all the things in Red Dead. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, thanks! I really do appreciate that. We're getting all the red mage feet. All the red mage feet seals. But yeah, I have friends that play 14, so I used to bash the game. I used to talk about how terrible 14 was, but I don't do it really anymore because the game has changed so much since launch. Like, 2.0 is a different beast compared to 1.0. So if it was still 1.0, I'd be like, oh yeah, no, like, really, Ifrit? I just told you to stop. You had to kill the spider. And I can only go off of what I've seen of the game, too, nowadays. I don't play it. But I at least know a little bit to get by. Like, when they were making the Dancer announcement, I had to go take a look at how Dancer worked. And I'm like, this is so different. It's so different. I'm not used to this. But I thought it was interesting what they were doing with it. Still not interesting enough to make me want to go play it, though. Sorry, guys. Boof. Okay, so he's attacking that one. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, I have that one. Chaos, then. Yeah. No, both my rolls are up. Herp, derp. But anyone playing any games that they haven't tried before and are enjoying? Ooh, can I get it before he swings at it? Yes! Got it. Now I gotta spam the retreat button so he stops attacking this one. Stop it! I will desummon you! Oh goodness, can I do it? Get it! I got it! Got it! Why does Claire only have one roll? She was not out of range of Ava. That's really strange. I think she's missing Sam roll too. I think that's chaos there. Yeah. That sucks. Dun, 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 dun. Killing spiders, working on Nirvana. You can only tell which rolls you're missing because you're dirty teeter. That is one thing, yes. I did use a DAT mod to be able to tell what my rolls and songs were. Because even the update to the Bard songs is not very good. When they were like, we're going to change the icons of the Bard songs, I was like, yes, they're finally going to do something to where you can tell what songs you have. No, they just made it to where they're color-coded to if they're a positive buff to a negative buff. So you know when you're getting hit by Requiem or Elegy versus having a song that actually increases your stats. I was so mad about that. Probably shouldn't talk about it. I wanted individual icons. I wanted it so bad. But how are you, Eagle Strike? I hope you are doing well. Now he just thinks of it without the E because of playing Among Us with you so much. You just don't have the E. Bum bum bum. Know the meme about my wife is mad at me because of how I acted in her dream? Oh! Oh boy. I'm sorry. That sounds awful. Like, that legitimately sounds terrible. I'm so sorry. Jesus. I know earlier today, Mur asked me if I was upset at him based off of a dream he had. And I was like, why would I be upset by a dream that you had? Like, you have dreams. Wow. Wow. No, that wasn't the dream he was telling me about, but wow. That's where you went with that, Mur. But no, no, in seriousness, like, dreams are usually nonsensical things that don't make any sense. You wake up and you're just like, what the fuck just happened? So it's like, I can't be mad at somebody for having a nonsense of a dream. And again, I typically don't have dreams, so I can't really say too much. I wouldn't know a good dream from a bad dream. Boof! So many spider webs. I'm so excited about the spider webs. I know you don't have any dreams, you play a lot. All my dreams and aspirations are gone out the window. Pup doesn't get fast cast hands natively. No, they don't. You gotta get Herculean augmented with them. It's fantastic. Oh, my haste is gone. That is terrible. No, but they're usually a sub-mage of some kind. What mobile game? Oh. I just used my Phalanx hands to put fast cast on them. There you go. Let's get Effort back out. Your Taeon, yeah. I'm sorry, I was thinking of, the Herculean that I have Phalanx on. Let's see. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Dun 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 dun. Those mobile games. Can I give myself Sam's roll now? A 6. Really? Double it up! Boof! Oh, they're talking about Odoro. So, if you play Final Fantasy XI, you know of Oboro. Because, you gotta trade him all your stuff to either get his weapons or to upgrade your Rima stuff. Well, somebody thought, I know how to take advantage of people. I'm gonna make a character that's dressed up exactly like him, looks exactly like him, and I'm gonna name myself Adoro. And I'm gonna steal all your Baitetsus, all your Astrals, all your heroisms, all your materials to make the weapons that you wanted. But at the same time, he's technically not going against the terms of service. That's the downside. What's he doing that's against it? Oh, well, yeah, okay, so he does have the auto-trade mod. But technically accepting trade from people is not against the terms of service. So him getting the materials from other people is not against the terms of service, is what I mean. Using the auto-trade bot, yes. But people are getting angry not at the auto-trade function, they're getting angry at the fact that they are trading him the materials. That's what they want XC to go after him for. And they can't go after him for that. That is technically an accepted trade on both sides, which, yeah. That's why the person that puts the, that puts the materials up for stack prices, that sits also next to Oboro, That's why they're not gone. Because people are accepting the fact that they are purchasing something from that character's bazaar at the price that they have set. That character is still there because they are technically not doing anything wrong. Just people aren't paying attention. Because also if you hit F8, you'll get Oboro. You won't get the person, you'll get Oboro because it only targets NPCs. Boof. So people are tabbing around, not quite looking at the name right, and trading it. You would also see 2 trade windows, not 1. Because if you trade an NPC, it's just 1 trade window. But if you trade a player, you get 2. Waiting for somebody to sit next. Yes! Yes! It's true! Did he touch you, Mert? Did he touch you in the no-no place? Lots of ways around it, but that said, I think I would fall for it by mistake once. Probably. If you're just, like, in a quick rush, because a lot of the things with Oboro are, like, you need to get it in before the game day so that way you could pick it up the next day. So, like, if it's 22:59, you're like, shit, I got 1 minute to get my stuff in before the next game day, and you're just, like, rushing through to get it in, you probably aren't going to notice it, and you're going to trade the dude, and then you're going to be pissed because you just lost all those materials, and he's going to auction house every single one of them. And you're going to be so mad about it. Because I would probably be that person that would do that. And I would be so mad. And I would know nothing would come of it. This game benefits the ones who pay attention and punishes the how do I say this dumb? But it's true though. Like, with the time restrictions on when you can get the reward that you're looking for from that NPC, is you either have to wait a full hour. So if you got there and the game day changed, you have to wait a full hour before you can get your Rima back, before you can get the item you're going for. You literally can't do it. But if you're just like, oh shit, I got X amount of time, which is a short time frame, I need to get this done, you're probably going to just rush through it. And it's just, that's how people make mistakes, is when they're in a rush. So that's the downside about that NPC in particular, and the fact that this person's taking advantage of it. Like the auction house when you think you're bidding on a stack, but you're accidentally moved to a single. Yep. Yep. Well, and that's where that one person that also we were talking about earlier, that's sitting down by Oboro, they'll put prices for the stuff that they're selling in stack prices. So you think you're purchasing this person's stack in their bazaar for a stack price, not realizing that no, you're actually buying a single piece of whatever it is for a stack price. So it's the same concept, and it's really terrible. But I remember people being so mad. It happened to somebody in the link shell once, and they were so mad about it, and they wanted to get this person banned. And SE was just like, they put it up in their bazaar, and you bought it. They technically didn't do anything wrong. You bought something, you should have looked twice. The game even asks you twice if you really want to do that. Like, first you gotta put how many you want to buy, and then you gotta confirm this is how much money you're spending for this amount. So, I don't know if they'll do something in regards to the player that's trying to imitate a NPC, because I know you can't name your character. No, I guess you can, because I've seen a Shantotto walking around, or maybe they spelled it differently too. But you're not, usually most games will block NPC names, so you can't name a character based off of an NPC, which is probably why he's a Doro instead of a Boro. But I don't know if they'll take it down and be like, okay, you can't have these variations of the same name, but I can't see SE doing that, sadly. But after this, I'll go find him. But people might be able to get him banned for the auto trade function that he has. Aren't NPCs a different color name than players? Yeah, they are green. I really can't, Mer. Yeah. Well, like I said, if people put in the fact that he's doing auto trading, like the player's not legitimately there to accept the trade, he just has the bot doing the trade, they could get the player on that basis, but they can't get it on the basis that X person traded this person the materials that they were going to give to a Boro, which is what people are trying to get them banned for, really. So it's more blame a third-party tool, don't blame the mistake that was made. Is really what it boils down to. So I guess you could see it if people use the F8 function to target NPCs instead of tabbing. Might not all be keyboard players, it could be controller players. Because I know controller players, you have to like tab through everything. It's not even tab. I don't even know what the button is for the controller. Mer, what's the button for controller to go through? Is it trigger? Is it right trigger and left trigger? Oh, it's the D-pad. Okay. I know. Well, no, like tabbing through things, like targeting things and going to the next one. That would be tabbing. I know there's no F8 button on the controller. I was the one telling you about F8. I remember when Mer and I got together and we were talking about the differences between using a controller versus using a keyboard. I don't use the mouse, so just keyboard. And just the different functionalities between the two. If I was using the game for movement and my camera, I would definitely use a controller versus a keyboard and mouse, or keyboard. But with targeting and actually executing things with macros, I would way prefer my keyboard over it in a heartbeat. Holy moly. I'm so much faster on a keyboard when it comes to macro combinations, and especially if I need to execute multiple different macros in a sequence order. Oh, and targeting people. Targeting is so much easier. In my opinion, targeting is so much easier on a keyboard. But everybody's different. I'm not bashing controller players. Maybe Mer, but no, just kidding. Love you, Mer. Oh no. That's awful. I even tried that and it's terrible. So for me, it's Control F1 through 6 targets the top party, Alt F1 through 6 targets the middle party. So the same F1 through 6 that you do for your standard party, just one's holding Control, the other one's holding Alt. And it still would go from top to bottom on those. I didn't put in a plugin for it. What I know, it comes with WinDoor, but I think somebody said that they turned it into a plugin feature. But I've had it for so long that I don't know what it is. I don't know why I gave him TP, he was already capped. I'll have to look it up. Which one it is. I've done it for so long. Most of the plugins I can tell you what I'm using. The plugins and add-ons. But that specific function one, I've had so many people ask me, and I was like, it was in Windowware. I don't know what you're talking about. 75. Almost done. Let's see. Let's pull this up. Can I find it? Come over here. Let's see. Add-ons. Multitasking here. Trying to look it up while doing this. So let's see. No. Nope. Nope. Oop. Nope. Go over there. Dun 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 dun. Nope. I don't use a whole lot, so this won't take very long. Dun 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 dun. Oh. I want you. Oh, I don't have haste. I don't have the haste. They've added more in here. I don't know what half of this stuff does anymore. Wait, is this you? I don't think it's you, but it... I don't think it's you. I don't know what most of these things are. Okay. So it's not an add-on. It might be config? Might be? No, I don't think it's config. It's the only thing I'm kind of leaning towards, though. I want to say it's config. What the plugin or add-on is that allows you to change your controls and to have it to where your targeting is with controls and alts for your other party members. But I don't remember specifically what it is. I remember I just downloaded Windowware, and it allowed you... I think it's just... You're in it? Might be. Boop. I vaguely remember having it enabled somewhere. Yeah, it's one of those obscure things where, like, it was an original default thing inside Windowware, and then they removed it for some reason from the base of it. I think they just wanted to make it a separate thing, but I had my files from when I originally played with Windowware, and so I just took those files and I put them in the new folder when I re-downloaded it. So it just was in there, so I didn't have to re-change it or re-add it in. So I don't remember where it is. I'm gonna be fairly honest with you. I don't remember. But it's in there. It is an option. Did I just summon her and then not haste myself? That is probably a very good possibility. Let me re-summon her. But it is an option to do. And it is fantastic, and I love it. I highly recommend it. But yeah, that's why I don't use select target alliance or select target playable character, because I can just target everybody with the F keys, essentially. I think I had this conversation with my old Link Shell before. And I had it with somebody, and I can't remember who the person I had this conversation with. And there was this huge discussion about where to find it and how to implement it. And there's like 2 white mages I can think of that asked me this question. So it's down to those 2 people. I know I'm such a bad white mage that everybody wants me to come white mage to everything. Mer's like, come do Dynamis with us and be the white mage. That way we can murder all the things. Not allowed to break the stereotype. I mean, this is very true. The stereotype of how the wife is always the healer. The wife is the healer, and the husband is either the tank or the damage dealer. Which usually is true in this case. But it's okay. I mean, I'm not... You're not a bad white mage. You can cure way better than most white mages. I will admit that. For your controller skills, you are fantastic. Better than most. I give you an 8 out of 10 on white mage duties. 8 out of 10. It's hard to watch, for me, it's hard to watch somebody play controller and go through macros because they're like this. And I'm just like, no, just hit 2 buttons. It's just 2 buttons. I'm slow. You have to maneuver over to your cure and then maneuver over to who you want to do it to. I've watched you do it. Although you usually keep yourself like within these 5, I think is where you stick. But keyboard you can preempt spells too if you wanted to. It's technically the same macro palette if I wanted to do it. I just don't have to do this whole scroll side to side thing, or... I mean, I do the up and down part, but the whole scrolling side to side thing... I can just pull it up and I can hit any of the buttons. I don't even have to pull it up, I just have 2 buttons to press. Control and whatever, and Alt and whatever. I can stare at a person's debuffs or buffs, figure out what they need, and the moment I see something drop, I can instantly put it back up. I don't have to look at them and then go over and then target them again. Oh. I'm no longer your white mage, Mer. Not playing white mage for you anymore. You have lost the rights of having a white mage. I will always be the warrior now. Okay, you can have Agnes. That's fine. I'll watch him sit in the outer circles of Lilith and kill himself again. Or him give you N light when you're fighting Glaze Main. I mean, you could do a Thief Trust. They just don't have as high FTH, though. Yeah. When do you need end light? Why would you need it? I'm waiting for him to think of the example of when he would want end light. He's gonna just think of some random thing when light needs end. Just go run Dynamis. Go run your Dynamis. When 5-2 Shadowlord goes into physical resistance mode, there you go! But you can use any end spell. It does not have to specifically be end light. I can order you a bag of dicks. Do you want it? That is a thing. For those that don't know, you can order a bag of dicks. All the speed runs. He's another Final Fantasy XI streamer. All the speeds runs. Boof! Final Fantasy XI content. The BCNMs. Anything in Final Fantasy XI that you can set a timer to and do it. I think he usually single boxes, but I know he has a like he just made a couple. Because I know he was dual boxing the other day doing assaults. Yeah. I was gonna say, I know he primarily single boxes though. Boof! Is August still a viable trust? I like August. But there are some other trusts. You could do... Elvin's good for some things. Amchuchu's really nice if you have something that does a lot more magic-based damage. Because she's resistant to more. Yeah. Boof! I use Gastro most of the time so the healer focuses on me. What's nice is August has Cure, and so he'll cure himself or he'll cure you. It's okay, I don't have Elven either. I still don't have it. Only because I won't do the Shentoto questline, which is the only thing I know I need in order to actually start the actual Archangel's questline. I'm generally partial to Amchuchu. She does really good at tanking magic spamming mobs. Because you don't have a good white mage. I have Aparuru! And also because I'm lazy and I haven't done all the Adulan questlines either in order to get Yagnis. That is also very true. Hi, Enam. How about... Boof! Yes! Aparuru to me. Wow. QPP is adorable. I'm stuck on the guy before Shintoto. The NPC keeps saying I need to help his bro. I think that means you have to get, like, so many. Is that the one where you have to have so many, or is that after Shintoto? Can't remember off the top of my head. I'm using Chiriki Key right now. Because normally she casts Regen. She really doesn't want to cast Regen on me right now, but she does usually cast Regen. Being so ignored by my own trust? That's before I got the Mithra. Ah. Dun 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 dun. Boof! We are almost done with this. Almost done with this trial. Then one more, and then we have ZNMs. Which Mer's probably gonna want me to wait for. Unless he doesn't decide to do his Kinkonkin. Are you gonna do your Kinkonkin? 12 worm mulch and 9 harvest. Nice! Very nice. Sandoria and Bastok quest lines was easy and fast. Yes. Yes, they are. You're doing it now. You have Dynamis in 45 minutes. You're not going to get all of your trials done for Kinkonkin before Dynamis. Unless you magically, for some reason, decided to cancel Dynamis. Which I can't see you doing. I asked you if you were working on it. And you just said, I'm doing it now. Which means you have to start it in order to do it. Boof! I'm gonna make my head explode. Hi, Kiko! How are you? Ooh, spider. Come here. This is why no one loves you. And this is why you married me. Because I get to make fun of you all the time. No, I'm just kidding. But how are you, Kiko? Are you having a good day so far? On this Monday evening? Monday night? Dun 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 dun. Boof! Kiko is my favorite Farsha from another mother. I'm good, just gonna do some Alexander trial. Let's see, trials going swell. Trials are going swell. I need to do Alexander, to be honest with you. I actually don't have a whole lot from Alexander. I have a lot from Odin. I have a lot from Kate Sith, even though I'm still missing some stuff from him. And I have a bit from Lilith. But Alexander, I don't have very much. I do have that. That is very true. And I do love it very much. I use it. I put it on, and I just touch it all the time. And just go, this thing's gonna protect me from magic damage, and it makes me so happy. I did Alexander once, got everything they desired, haven't gone back. I'm trying to remember what else I wanted from him. I know I wanted the body, because I don't have a very good Cloud Splitter body piece. And that was the main reason I wanted to go back to him. Because I had the Volti body. Bert, since we've started streaming, you've been like, poof single, poof divorce. That hasn't changed in all the years that we've been doing this. Today was supposed to be and let's say invent my own. I figured you were just talking about all your characters too. No judging. No judgments here. Only person I judge is Mur. That's because I make fun of him all the time. And he makes fun of me. It's a love-hate relationship in this game. I need it for Cloud Splitter and Magic Evasion. Yeah. I got the Wings body recently. I was like, cool. I got another lock-style piece. Haven't lock-styled it yet. Not once. It's sitting in the storage. I was like, I really should have given it to Ava. Because she could have used it on her Dark Knight in the meantime. Whenever that happens. Whenever she's going to play that job. It'll happen at some point. Probably not, but... Or ever on a core that doesn't have, like, any rolls. It's very useless. But it gets the job done right now. Which is giving me enough store TP to get this trial done faster. I only have 20 left to go. I use Valorous Body for Cloud Splitter, but you have a really good one for Cloud Splitter. Garland of Bliss is going to be known as the Boofer. I mean, it does buff. So Boofer works. Oh, it's going to be called the Boofer from now on. That's what I'm going to call it. I amuse myself. What's the thing with boofing? No! Because it sounds like it's just going boof every time. Just right when it hits. Boofer of Bliss. I won't say anything next time. You listen for the boofing. It literally goes boof! Okay. Ready? You ready for it? Here we go. Boof. We got spiders. Boof! Poof! Poof! Nah, I like boof. I like boof more. The boofles. The boofler. Boofler Bliss. Why does it make me laugh? Why am I laughing at my own dumb jokes? 10 more to go! As long as it's making you guys laugh out there too, then that's all that matters. You can be like, this girl is so stupid. But it's so good. It's so good, it's bad! You're almost done. Boof! God damn it, that's gonna be what people are gonna do now. They're gonna just send me tells with boof, and I'm gonna just stay to laugh and start laughing. The boof for bliss. The boofling is among us. Oh, face is probably gonna turn all red from laughing so much. But that's what's fantastic. It's like, you can just have a good laugh and a good chuckle about things you're doing. Just enjoying the game. Love it. It's great. 6 more. We're almost done. We're almost done with this trial. How many people hate Z&Ms? I'm gonna ask this. How many people hate Zenny Notorious Monsters? I love Z&Ms. Me too. I love them so much. I hate Nights Will Help more. But I only did them once. I liked them so much back in the 75 days that Pancration was like the best thing ever. I'm sorry. Having Final Fantasy Pokemon was great. And the fact that you could customize it with the different pictures that you took, was wonderful. Yeah! The only thing that had beaten it was a Chigo with N Wind on it, surprisingly. But yeah, Elementals were the shit. Or that Chigo. There was a Chigo. I think there was actually one that had N Light in there for a long time. Was in there for like 2 months, and I was like, that guy's never gonna need Jetting ever again. But I did make an elemental at one point. I think I did I did water. Because I could stack more magic evasion on the water one. Get rid of that NM. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. Apple gloves! The apple glove, look at that. Oh man. I'm 2 away! That sucks. Oh. See if I can get enough TP before. Were you trying to find a way to make them good? Oh! We gotta boof it! Boof! We boofed it good. How many more do we have? Am I done boofing? Oh, I'm done boofing. We can be done with the boofs. Do. Be done with the boofs. Okay, now we gotta watch Ava cast really, really slow Warp 2. Oh, goodness. That took so long. Dun 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 dun. I forgot that my home point is still Udurgan from doing books. Oh! I can show you guys that NPC. Let's go look at the NPC. Let's go find him. Or log house. And I'll show you what I mean by the auto trade system that he's probably got on. Okay. So we're gonna run down here real quick. I should have gave myself movement speed before I left. Oh, I'm dumb. Dum da da dum dum dum. Okay, let's see. See if we can find him in this. It also doesn't help there's like 6 people. Oh, yep. He's got a blue name. He's blue in there. This Galka's blocking it. The Galka is helping him by blocking him, actually. So if you tab through... So, this is Odoro, the blue name. You can't see because Odoro eats chocobos. It's on top of him. But he's the flashing blue name you can see. And then behind him is Oboro with the green name. So there's the 2 difference between those 2. But he will probably auto-accept this trade for me. There it is. Now, if I put 1 gil in here... No, so his thing does not accept the trade until you've hit okay. Yeah. So I technically didn't trade him anything. But that's the auto-trade system. It's just any trade he'll accept. And he'll complete it once you hit complete. So it looks like it's finishing it. But if we actually go and trade Oboro, we have to go through the menu. And it's only a 1 trade window. So there's the 2 differences if you're doing Oboro versus Odoro. 1 window versus 2 windows. There's also that delay. And the fact that you have to wait for him to accept it. Because if I try to hit enter to talk to him the way I was trading with Odoro, it just makes me talk to him. Oh, I still gotta trade him 8k for Turp. Okay, so there you go. Something, oh! And if you're on a keyboard, through all this mess here, you can hit F8, and it targets the NPC. I can come over here, as long as I'm not facing that NPC, and hit F8. I target the NPC. So out of this whole mess, if you're on a keyboard, or if you have a controller, just hit F8 to target the NPC, so you don't have to worry about it. of cake, problem solved. Don't give your shit to the stupid guy that's trying to accept auto trades. If you see 2 windows, just cancel it. You're targeting the wrong guy. Okay, now let's go. Let's go turn in my weapon now. Bum 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 bum. Here we go. Do, 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 do. Today you learned. You didn't know. And that works for any NPC, but it targets the closest NPC. And it usually will go to the left. So the closest one to your left. If you're doing the F8 function. Or, oh, I'll show you another way too. There's another way you can also do it. Turning this in real fast. Thank you. Thank you, buddy. Get those hearts shot at me. I'm gonna get the stars next. Oh, it's level 80! It's level 80! We're getting there. We're getting places. You can take this thing back. I think this is where I have to do raptors now. Lizards. Lizard, lizard, lizard. Probably the raptors would be best. Because not a lot of people do the raptors. A lot of people do the lizards, but not the raptors. If we go to Misero. And they're in a tiny little area, which is nice. Kind of similar to like that spider area. It's about that same size, which is pretty nice. But if you're like, I don't have F8 for whatever reason, and you need a command in order to target an NPC only, I gotcha. You're gonna have to type it out though. I'm sorry. But it's another way around it. I used to use this when targeting question marks for beating people in Abyssia back in the day. It works. It's similar to F8. Now it doesn't trade it for you, but I wonder if you could do that. Might work. But you can do target. Select target, PC, NPC. No valid target means there's not an NPC near me. There's a Doro. A Boro.
Stop teaching them how to hack.
That's not hacking, that's actual gameplay! It's how you do it in the actual game! I am teaching them how to avoid the person. Hello!
Oh, you mean a Doro and a Boro?
Yeah, I'm teaching them how to avoid him. Because F8's a thing.
F8.
I know, but other ways. Oh, see there. Oh, you can see it for a split second. So he's actually naked. So he's is he? Is Oboro naked? Oboro is naked. Doro's behind him. Or Adoro's in front of him. Oboro's... Wow. Yeah. Adoro is in front of Oboro. Adoro is a naked human of the same model. You can kind of see him there. Can I zoom in? You can see the difference. But F8. F8 is your friend. But in case you can't do that, you can do target, select target NPC, and then if you just accept it, because it'll put a little blue arrow above his head, just accept it. It'll just keep it targeted at him. That way you can avoid that too. There you go. But, I wonder, slash trade, select target NPC. No, that doesn't work. I was hoping it was going to work. So yeah, just do this. You'll always get him, and then you can trade him. And remember, one window is the NPC. 2 windows is the dick.
If you trade them like a Nirvana, and then a bunch of Vitetsis, it won't trade it then because the Nirvana is.
I don't even know if it'll let you even put it in there, because it'll be grayed out. Which would give you the inkling to not do anything, but... Or a way to B-list a player so we can't target them. That'd be kind of cool. I don't know. You're in the wrong Discord if you're going to do Dynamis.
Yeah, I know. I just came in here to say hi to you.
Hi!
Kicking me out
Hi!
already?
No, I'm not kicking you out. You got 24 minutes. Probably less than that, because they're all going to chat up.
Actually, got about less than 10 minutes.
Yeah, there you go. I'm gonna go kill some lizards.
Huh?
I'm gonna go kill some lizards. Here, lizard. And then I'll be on... Eh?
I need to ambuscade that.
I haven't done ambuscade.
That's what you
I know.
played for months.
I've been playing. How
Last
dare
day,
you? No, I'm just kidding. No, I just haven't been doing mainly events. There's another summoner. Hi, Mr. Summoner. My staff looks cooler than yours. My little swirly staff. The swirliest of staves. But that would be cool if they ever did come out with something where, like, listing target players. That would be really cool, actually. I'd be down for it. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys those ways to try to avoid that type of player when they're trying to impersonate an NPC, that you could lose valuable time and effort because you're trying to beat the clock and not really noticing who you're trading. I get it. So hopefully you can use this knowledge to your advantage.
Person down there too?
Well, that one's different, because she's bizarre.
Yeah.
This one is like the physical trade, because the guy's using a trade bot to automatically accept all trades. I mean, you could trade him 0 on everything, and he would still accept it.
I know. Horacio traded him like 30 stacks of little worms.
To fill up his inventory.
I mean, he may have had treasury.
Probably. Just has it drop everything except for whatever he wants to keep. The more expensive items.
Yeah.
Bum bum bum. He could be using treasury too. Yeah. That is a possibility. That is a thing that can be used.
Reminds me, let me turn mine off.
Let's see, where am I going? We are going number 7. Dun 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 dun.
I haven't taken my teeth into dynamics ever since I changed the wheel a little bit.
Are you gonna thief all the things?
It all depends on if Merv wants me to go thief or not. Next argument.
Oh, I don't really want to fight you. Oh. Okay. I'll go over here. Not really. I think pice are considered lizards. Are pice lizards? Pice are lizards. Pice are lizard. Lizard, 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 lizard.
I think so.
Lizard, lizard. Piced! I'm going to boof you! We're gonna boof! Boof, you're a lizard! We're doing it. I don't care that there's an NM here. We're gonna boof these lizards. These pice.
Yep.
The only downside is these ones are more spread out.
I gathered up.
He's doing Mystic Boon trials.
That's not fair.
Well, I can help you with Mystic Boon.
I need to unlock that and talk to Nirvana.
I technically don't have Garland of Bliss unlocked. Wrap your head around that one for a second. I don't remember, though, if I gained it because I have Nirvana. Like, I know with Idris, if I take Idris off, she doesn't have exudiation. Not exudiation. Whatever the Idris one is. I'm blanking on the name. Okay, that's what I thought. It means I probably should have kept that weapon. As in, I really don't care, because the only time I'm going to use the actual weapon skill is when I've got Nirvana equipped anyway. So probably not. Probably still not going to get it. I'm probably not going to worry about it. Boof! If I get pice...
I'm now running into that problem where everything I need gear-wise for my 5 jobs is only coming from abjurations and like tier 3 pops.
Ooh. Ooh la la. You're getting up there.
Like I was looking at guides for my movement gear, and I'm so far behind on it. And that's saying something because, you know, I've got an Afterglow to Zona.
I thought you already had them afterglowed.
I have the Afterglow to Zona. I have that.
Yeah, I knew you had one of them at least afterglowed. I wasn't sure if you had both of them though. I thought you did.
Afterglow sequence.
Yes, afterglow that sequence somehow. I really want to see an afterglowed sequence.
You mod it.
What color would you afterglow it?
Fuchsia.
Fuchsia.
I don't know.
I do like the green glow from the Ergon weapons.
I do?
I do.
Oh.
It's unique. It's different. I targeted the wrong thing. Oh, crap. No, I'm gonna dismiss you. That way I can murder this without him murdering it. Boof! No. What's actually really nice is if somebody came up and was walking around this area for the pice, you could even just run up. You have buggers up here too, you have lizards over there. There's so many mobs to go after for lizard types in Misero Coast. It's just a hodgepodge of different mobs for lizards. Boof! Kukumats! Kukumats! We're gonna build a Kanagi. I don't remember what else the lizard is for. All I remember is Kanagi. I should really look up what he's for. I just really don't remember off the top of my head. Boof! I should do normal lizards. Because normal lizards aggro sound. So they'd go meh, meh, and come towards me instead of me having to chase them. Because pies are sight-based. So they have to be looking at each other. They have to make eye contact with you and be like, you're killing my friend, aren't you? You just murdered him. You murdered him in front of me. I saw it. I saw you do it. I mean, with this guy, his back's turned. He's just like, nah. Meh. Boof! But I hope everybody's having a good Monday night. Hopefully it wasn't too bad. Hopefully you get some nice days off for the upcoming New Year's. This, ladies and gentlemen, is why we call Claire losing her mind. You mean I've already lost my mind? I don't think I can lose it any farther. Actually, maybe I can. Maybe there is a way to lose it further. Oh, no. No, I didn't want to disengage. I wanted to look at my stuff. That is the stuff. Do, 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 do. Boof! I missed the boofing on that one. That was really poorly timed boof. I'm sorry, guys. That was so badly timed. Hi!
What?
Hi!
Would you like some brown carbonated water?
No, I already have some brown carbonated water.
You want some more brown carbonated water?
No, it's too late. Thank you, though.
Well, then here, I'll put it back.
Okay.
You don't want it? You sure you don't want this, this
I'm
can of
I'm
cold brown
sure.
carbonated water?
I'm sure.
It says original taste.
Okay.
Do you want to put it in your mouth?
No.
Do you want to put it down your throat?
I already have original taste.
This brown liquid down your throat?
Oh my god.
Come on.
I'm not answering that question.
It'll make you go, ooh, if you drink it
Wow.
too fast. If you drink it too fast. Just drink the brown carbonated water. Looks like this.
My husband, everybody. Who did not close the door. Well, at least he's not playing a game that he's going to yell really loudly. That is a plus. He's not going to scream really loud, my ass! My ass! No, he doesn't usually stream during Dynamis. Boof! Dynamis, he's actually pretty quiet. Dun, 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 dun. I gotta tell him first. I have to be nice and let him know. Itchy ear! Itchy ear! Boof! I didn't summon Ifrit again. Let's bring him back out. Dun, 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 dun. Anybody have anything fun planned for New Year's? Anything fun and exciting? I'm probably gonna do an Among Us stream. We're gonna see how many friends we can lose in the shortest amount of time. Oh no! I'm sorry. That's terrible. Well, I hope you get better. Get better soon. I saw. I did see it. Dun, 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 dun. Do, 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 do. Ba, ba, ba. I'm apparently targeting that one. We'll go with it. Why not? I don't think I had any picture in mind. I've been surprised by how people look. Like trying to think of put a face to the voice, and usually it doesn't match up, so I just stopped doing that. Any big plans for you and loud husband-like creature Yuki? We're gonna do Among Us. We're gonna do an Among Us stream. We're gonna make all of our friends hate each other, is what we're gonna do. And it'll be glorious. Oh, you have Among Us now? Ooh, yay! You can join in. You could have a blast with us. Are you in the Discord? Do you have the Discord? So we can all chat it up? I has it now. Oh, do ! Discord, and it should give you the link. It's also been popping up occasionally. Boof! You know, we only have to do this 364 more times. But I will set it up tomorrow during snowstorm. Ooh, you guys are getting a snowstorm? Do, 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 do. Oh, that sucks. I hate when you get a loud thud and then it doesn't actually end up being anything. Dun, 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 dun. See, I'm happy I don't live near snow, because snow I would be very terrible in. Like, don't get me wrong. I've gone snowboarding. I love snowboarding. I can't stop while snowboarding, which is a problem, which means I fall on my face a whole lot. But I don't think I could drive safely in snow. I would turn into a popsicle because it's so cold. That's okay. I ice skate very fast, but can't stop in front of the wall. Well, Mer was going to be able to see me ice skating, because we do have an ice skating ring, actually not that far from us. But it was packed when we went and didn't want to run people over, so we didn't do it. So sorry guys, you didn't get any pictures of us ice skating at all. But apparently that's something he wants to do the next time we go up there, is he wants to go to the Olympian ring place for us to go ice skating. So I don't know how well that'll go. You guys are probably going to see me fall flat on my face then too. But I did used to go snowboarding, and I loved it. It's so much fun. But I don't trust myself in snow. And my body doesn't like the cold. Like, I get cold at 75, which I know is not cold. I didn't say anything about hating snow. I just said wherever it snows, I will likely turn into a popsicle. Because I already turned blue down here where it doesn't snow. It does not snow here. Oof! Ooh, paste. Oh, here's a question. because this has been a huge dilemma between Mur and I, and I've so far been winning this argument, but I want to get your guys' opinion. I need your opinion. Are these things called pice, or are they called peast? I love snow, but yes, I got almost no body fat, so I get really cold. So I have an autoimmune disease called Raynaud's. What it does is if I have an extreme reaction to cold, is the abbreviation of what it does. So when I get cold or if I get stressed out, my body goes into overload and starts pulling all of my blood from my extremities, so my hands and my feet. So I start turning blue quicker than most people. And it doesn't take much. Like I said, it can hit 75 degrees outside, and it'll already start doing it. My house hits 75 degrees, and it's already starting to do it. Like, yeah. No. When we were in Wisconsin the first time to pick up the rest of Mur's stuff, I think it was 40 degrees outside, and my face was already turning blue. And Mur was like, go sit in the car and crank up the heaters. Because it was getting so bad in just the short amount of time I was outside trying to pick up his stuff. And like, I was moving. I was helping him move stuff to try to keep the blood circulation, to attempt to get it to go into all the areas. And it wasn't working. So, me and cold are not friends. But I still like it. I can still enjoy it. I can enjoy the snow. I like to go snowboarding. I just don't do it very often. It's rare occasions, which is usually why we will not go visit in Wisconsin anywhere from August to March. It's like my time frame of we're not going there. That's why usually we go in May. We had our first white Christmas here in Columbus in 18 years. Oh, nice. There actually was one year, I think it was in 2013 or, no, I think it's 2014, that it did snow in the Phoenix area in Arizona, and it was around New Year's. I think it was 2014. It was either 14 or 15. You can Google it. There's actual articles about it snowing in the desert. Did I send you pictures of it? I don't think I sent you pictures of it. I went out and tried to see if it was snowing, and it wasn't snowing where I was. But there were people that did send out pictures. They were a little bit farther north of me. Oh gosh darn it. Might be able to get it. If I get rid of him. Maybe. I missed! Oh, come on. Boof! I stayed inside the rest of the night. It was a little cold. Yeah, if I ever go to the northern part of Arizona, it does snow there. Every year it'll snow. You actually don't even need to go that far north in Arizona to actually get snow. Because it's such an extreme elevation change. You go from a really low elevation to a really high elevation, and climbing those mountains while driving is not very fun. It's like this most of the time. But the Grand Canyon with snow is very pretty. That one's a recommend, must-see. Ba 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 ba. Oh. Hey, would you stop, Heist? What are you doing? Where's Tree Kiki? Hit for it. Go after that. Save the NPC. Boof! I hate when I get resisted. It sucks. And I busted. That's a double whammy. There we go. I have a bust effect, use it! There we go. We're getting there. We almost have the first 100 down. May have to attack that one. No, we're doing about the same. How are you, Nocto? You having a good day? I'm doing well. I am working on Nirvana trials right now. This is the last one of the actual killing blows. So I'm getting closer to finishing it. So then it'll just be doing Sarameo 3 times. And then the Chariot from Salvage. And then getting the Scorious, which I already have one. So I really only need to do 2 more. Which isn't too bad. You know, unless we blow up. And where did that come from, Greg? You say I'm going crazy, and then you come out with comments like this about how your boobs are sagging. You say I'm crazy. I mean, you had to deal with me in Beer Fest, so I probably rubbed off on you. Boof! See, and they're still talking about the Adoro person in the link shell. If my boobs were sagging, I'd be so sad. I'd be like, no, that's not allowed to. I do want to get them reduced, though. They are really heavy. They need to go down in sizes. I think everyone gets saggy boobs at one point. I know. I'm not looking forward to it. I'll just get them completely removed, and then I won't have to worry about it at all. If they start sagging, they're just gone. We're getting rid of them. Although there is breast cancer genes in my family, so getting them removed would actually not be a bad idea. That way I can just avoid that whole dilemma in itself. But don't have it yet, so cross fingers. But if they start sagging, they're gone. They're just out of here. They have been warned. You gotta give them a pep talk. They just gotta keep their pep and they'll be good. The moment they lose that pep, they're gone. This is why Greg says I'm already nuts. Yep. Dun 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 dun. Here rests Claire's boobs. To be remembered forever. And I would not put the plastic stuff in. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Nope. Nope. I will be sad for you. Mer would probably be sad too. Just go pat Mer real quick. Everyone can go find Mer. Let's see. He's currently in Ruthwood Gardens where the Dynamis Zone is, down by the auction house. Just go do /comfort to him. Don't tell him why, just walk up to him and just do /comfort. See if I get a tell being like, what the fuck are these people like doing /comfort to me? It'd be funny. I would totally laugh and like would want a video of itself for me. If you guys do that, it'll make my day. Actually, you guys make my day already. But it'll be hilarious. It'll be so fantastic. I would if I was on Asura. I know. So sad. That's okay. There's more and more people that are leaving Asura just because of all the bots. And like with the most recent Adoro thing, I was showing all the people how they can avoid trading him. But he's coming up in conversation. It's been coming up for about a month now, I think he's been out there. Making people upset. So I did my little, here's tons of hints and tricks about not trading him. Wow, really? Let's see. Greg, you'll have to let me know how many people actually come out there, if any, and just comfort Mer. You can literally even type it out, just comfort Mer. And if Mer was around, it would do it to Mer, not the Peist. Dun 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 dun. Oh, get up, Ava. Let's get rid of you. Go to Garuda. Gives me the haste. This oh so beautiful haste. And we'll go back to Ifrit. We're gonna boof some more mobs. We are getting there. We are getting places. Except for Ava's not following. Come on, Ava! Do you have any fun plans for New Year's, Nocto? Gonna do anything fun and exciting? Be alone? Oh no! You know what? You can play Among Us with us. We're gonna do a New Year's Eve Among Us night. We're gonna have super fun. Lots of fun. Sweet. Cool. Hopefully Eagle Strike will join too. I don't know if he's still watching the stream, but he can come do Among Us with us. I'll make sure to get my workout in early. There you go. Nice. Have all the funs. Trying to murder all the peoples. So much murder. So much rage. inventory is full. Up here. Oh, gain experience. Oh, it's gaining XP right now. Ooh. Ooh. Didn't even realize it was gaining XP. Chirikiki's gonna be like, you motherfuckers, I'm trying to cast Protect! Just let me do it! Dun 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 dun! Boof! By the way, anybody is welcome into the Discord. The Discord is available for anybody. We make a bunch of announcements. You can even tell us if you want announcements for Final Fantasy XI, Diablo 3, Among Us, or Phasmophobia. Those are currently the 4 games that we've been playing the most. If we end up playing other multiplayer games, we will set up new roles, so that way if you want to get announcements for those too, you definitely can. Try to include as many people from the community as possible, so that way we can all have a good time and hang out with each other, make fun of each other, laugh, make fun of Myrrh. Because it's always fun to make fun of Myrrh. No, I'm just kidding. Well, yes, it's fun, but we don't make fun of Myrrh all the time. I'm just here for Ava's legs. Yep. Which I've actually been thinking of how I wanted to draw her. So that is coming. I am in the process of it. Because I know that was one of the requests that you had. So much teasing. Yep, you can have Gukumats. I do not need Gukumats. I'm just doing trials. I'm just doing all the trials. Boop. I just wanted Ava as a lewd drawing for myself. I usually don't do those. So, she will have those on. Boop. Boop. I'm sorry. But I mean, she will have her shorts, so you will still see the sexy legs. The smexy legs. So sexy. Because she has the best thighs. Dun 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 dun. Bum ba bum ba bum. Boof! Why do you think I put her in the shorts? Them thighs. Boof! Gets the views. I don't have any cute panties for her. Makes me sad, actually. I, like, missed all the opportunity to get the really cute panties. Although, there is the Wicca? The Wicca panties. I used them on Claire. They actually come from Vicia Trangi. They're really not that hard to get. I could get those. They're little black and gray stripes. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Boof! Hi, Peist. Oh, but people didn't answer my question. Is it Peist or is it Peast? It's the longest argument for Myrrh and I. I've been winning this argument so far. Peist Or peace. Pice like a piece of pie? You say the second option. You say peace? You're with Mur on that one then. Do. Mur says peace. I think we Googled it once. You know how you can have the Google say the word for you? And I think it was saying pice, and he was getting really mad about it. And then he Googled it. And he was like, it can go either way. I'm like, oh. Why? Why do you want me to say that? I say it, not you. Ah. That's true. You also said saw, not say. You said saw. Dun 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 dun. Boop, 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 boop. I'll have to let him know that you two agree with him, though. Actually, no, I'll do it right now. He's probably going to ask who it was. But if you do ever draw Ava as dude, I won't tell anyone or say anything, just send it to DMs. No, he just sent me LOL. No! Heist, come back! So you guys were probably looking at me crazy, like, why is she saying pice? Like, that doesn't make any sense. It makes sense in my brain. It also doesn't sound weird. Dun 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 dun. I'll probably be doing this for about another hour. Maybe an hour and a half. But I have work tomorrow, sadly. So I have to get up early. Because it's my last 10-hour shift. And then I go back to 5 days a week for 8 hours. Which means I'll be able to get on sooner for you guys. But on the days where I was getting on like really early and doing like morning, afternoon streams, that'll be on the weekend now. Where are you going? He was like, I gotta get away from this crazy woman. Dun 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 dun. Over here. Dun 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 dun. I had a buddy ask me when I was doing the ZNM portion so that way they could get clears on some of their mythics that they had. Because I do all of the ZNMs because I need to build Pandemonium Warden Pops for the Scorias. Because I'd rather just build them and just do that than try to buy them. Because it actually really doesn't take that long. But I do have a question for you guys. When I make a ZNM video where I'm talking about different ZNMs to hunt, other than the ones that are super expensive, like I'll go do some of the expensive ones just so that way you have like a placeholder of where it is. but I'll do a lot of the cheaper ones, so that way you could see, like, the easy routes to get to those ones as well, too. Do you just want me to do only the easy ones, or do you want me to do all of them? Because I could just do, here's all the tier 1s, here's where they're located, here's how you get to them. And then I can do, like, here's all the tier 2s, and I have to do all the tier 3s because that's required in order to get a tier 4. But would you guys like a video like that, or just, here's the cheap ones that I got at the time I was making the video, and here's how to get to them, essentially? What would you guys prefer? I don't have an OnlyFans. That doesn't exist. I like myself a little too much to make an OnlyFans page. No, Greg's just picking on me. No, he wants Ava. He wants the Elven. He wants the Elven next to Claire. The one giving out the rolls. Do-do-do. Although they're not very good. Come on, give me a better one. That's not much better. Can we get an 11? Nope. We're gonna bust it. We's a bustin'. Dun 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 dun. Bum 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 bum. Hopefully we can finish this trial up tonight at least, so that way I can do those ZNMs. I'll probably be able to do all 3 of them. Yeah. I should be able to do all 3 of them. Plus we joke with Claire, she's married, we know that, and she's our friend. Hey guys. Did you just kill it? I'm gonna be so mad. Okay, good. Oh. I thought that was the one I had just killed. Oops. Yep, I am married to the jokester that walks around in this corner sometimes. Also named Myrrh. The one I was joking about how you guys need to go do /comfort to him. Did I really get myself petrified? Oh my gosh. Oh, just spam the button. Do it! Hit it! Oh, no. I didn't hit it fast enough. I should have moved and then hit it. Let's see. Got it! Boof! I get that split second to move before it considers me in front of the mob again and petrifies me. Where did you come from? Boof! We like to have a fun time here. All jokes. No seriousness. We do have serious time. Like the whole Oboro Adoro thing. That was serious time. That was to help people not get taken advantage of. Myr's face is a joke. Myr's so adorable, though. We love Myr. How are you, Red? Are you doing well? I hope you're doing well. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope things get better for you, too. Ah. New Year's is no fun. We're going to have a New Year's Eve Among Us night. Did you want to join? We're going to do lots of fun time. Murdering each other. It's a good stress reliever. Sorry, I had to tab out to not wipe into the combo. The whole month for Mom's birthday till her death day and the holidays in between. Oh, I'm sorry. Cool. Are you in my Discord so that way you'll know when we're doing it? That way you can get all the infos of like the room codes and everything too. Sweet. Did you go click the icon under Game Interested to make sure that you get the Among Us little title? I'm just a creepy creeper in the background. Oh. Yeah, because if under the Game Interest channel, it'll go, hey, here's 4 icons that you can click on, and you'll get a notification whenever we're going to do stuff for that particular game. So it's kind of a nice way if like you want to join any of the Among Us games, it'll ping all the people that want to play Among Us and be like, hey, do you guys want to join? We have this many empty spaces sort of thing. That way we try to include all the people that actually want to play and, you know, not bother the people that don't want to play. Because if you ever get into those discords that they always do at here or at everyone, and it's just like, I don't care. I don't care. But you just get pinged about it all the time. This is to avoid that. This is to allow you to have some sanity to where you only get pinged on the games that you care about. I'm thinking of you guys. Makes me feel important. Okay. I'll make sure to include you on everything, Nocto, so that way you feel included on everything. Good? We'll get you all the pings. So many pings. Boof! Oh, Ava's at 20 merits. Look at that. We're getting up there in the merits. Bum 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 bum. Dun 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 dun. Is somebody fighting Gukumatsu or is he just fighting Pice? Because I kind of need the Pice. I mean, I know there's a lot, but I want to hoard them all to myself. I mean, I gotta do this 254 more times. I gotta kill so many Pice. I just have to massacre all of them. I gotta cut down the numbers of Pice in the world. I'm kidding. That sounds totally mean. That sounds absolutely terrible. Wait, is that Pice on somebody? Who's that Pice on? You're at 100%. That was mean. What'd they do to you? They looked at me funny. They petrified me by their gaze. It was terrifying. So now I must get revenge on all of them. But there's just an infinite number of them. I cannot control these numbers. I just feel like their numbers are growing by the minute, by the second. There's just new ones everywhere. Boof! But no, I need to kill 250 more with Garland of Bliss. With the boofer! Boofer of Bliss! We gotta boof him! Loki Ibis Abyssia when it first came out. It was so much fun when it first came out. I will agree. I will definitely agree. It was also fun. The one thing that I liked is that it really did challenge people too. Because if the mob killed you, somebody could take it. It's not like mobs nowadays where you spawn it and it's like your own little bubble. Nobody can touch this mob. They can't do anything to your mob. And it's just like, it makes it so easy because you used to be scared that you would lose mobs. That people could take your mobs. And it was just that competition there too. Which, don't get me wrong, the frog here is absolutely garbage. I hate the frog in this zone. Hecate, fuck it. Don't care. Stupid frog. But Abyssia in general was really fun. That's actually where people thought my little group were botters. It was where people they would yell at us all the time saying that we were botting and taking mobs. Because we were the XI crew. There was 3 of us that had XI at the end of the name. It was Word XI, Alley Cat XI, and Claire XI. I was the buffer, one was the healer, and the other one was the tank / DD. And they used to tell us all the time that we were botting. And it's like, no, we just know how to play our jobs. You didn't have to die and still lose claim if the healer spam heals on you. No, see, that's what blockade is for. If you blockade it, you don't have to worry about that problem. / blockade. Blockade. No one can touch me with cures now that is outside of my party. It is a thing. Well, you would have to turn it on. See, magical assistance trade party invites from non-party alliance characters are blocked until you either change zone or you turn it back off. It's a thing. It's built into the game. You can avoid it. I remember spike flailing Fafnir on people who didn't have blockade, yep. Oh yeah. I remember stealing mobs doing the cure method. Also, I learned about blockade when I was first doing crafting. Oh my goodness. People were assholes. They would see you start crafting and they would cast on you. And you would just sit there and watch your synth just break because you got interrupted because someone casted Cure 1 on your ass. Was obnoxious. They can't do that anymore. Luckily, they fixed it to where you don't even have to worry about blockade on that anymore. But I used to have to use blockade while crafting. The thought of that was just mind-blowing. But it was a thing. It happened. You had to do it. Are you a summoner? No. Are you doing... It's a blue mage. What are you doing, blue mage? Are you trying to learn... I don't think these guys use regurgitation if you're trying to learn regurgitation. I know they're pice, but I don't think these ones use regurgitation. And I did not kill it. And I'm a little sad by that. Come over here. Come over here. But oh, he did kill it. Gosh darn it. Did it? Did it use regurgitation? Oh, it did. I guess they do use it. I didn't think these ones taught it. I know there's some pipes that oddly don't use it. I don't remember where they are. I thought it was these ones, but... But the competition of, like, trying to pop mobs in this zone, because there was only one... There was only one spawn point for Glavoid when I was spamming Glavoid. And I stole so many Glavoids back in the day from watching people trying to kill it. I've had an instance where my group died, someone stole it, then that group died, and then we stole it back. It was there for the taking. You could do that in the day. Like, this was a thing. You had to be good at what you did in order to prevent it from happening. I miss it. I'm not gonna lie, I miss it so much. This game's just face roll easy now at this point on some of the content. Same with the flying things in Highlands, yes. 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 I forgot his name. He dropped the orange body, though, which was amazing. And you had to, like, have him push you up against the mountain that he spawned next to, or, like, dragged him to a wall. Because he would just create that wind aura that would push you back. I personally believe a yellow mob always fair game. Yes. We were also talking about when you used to cure spam people, Fel, in order to have them aggro you and run them away until they turned yellow and then grab them. That was another method, too. Oh, yeah. In Bunkerl. He was in the bottom left corner. Pandemonium Warden was the other form of him. Yeah, but now that I'm not in middle school or high school anymore, the casual mode is good to advance in the game. Yeah, I will definitely say being able to pick it up and put it down is really nice. There's still the times, though, where you have so many schedules. Like, I had something planned every day back then. Like, I had a different pearl for each event every time. But even now, like, if I was doing stuff with my main link shell, which is more of my event link shell, I'd be doing Dynamis Divergence right now, because that's where they all are. Like, if I do link shell 2, that's where they are. They're doing an event. But I don't have an interest in doing events right now, so I'm kind of backing up from it. They're still running it. They're still doing it. I mean, they don't need me there to do it. As a Beastmaster, that worked well, ... Yes. Yes. Yes, did. No, so they're still doing events. I'm just personally not doing them right now. That's kind of what burnt me out, was running events, but not only running events, listening to a huge group of people bicker over the events. And it's like, okay, if you want to run it, you can run it. Or they would bicker about people going on certain jobs versus other jobs, or giving somebody priority over something, even though it's clear in how it's laid out who gets what during when, or if it's random because of you both wanting it at the same level, sort of thing. But it was the bickering of dealing with events. And I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna stop. I'm gonna walk away. Yeah, it's that kind of thing. So I'll still be doing events, probably here and there. I'm just not gonna dedicate 4 times out of the week to doing 2 different events. I will do them at my leisure. Missed an event minus 10 points. My first Dynamis link shell, we had a bid-based system. So you got attendance points, and then you had to use your points to bid higher, or I think how much you wanted to bid. It wasn't you had to bid higher. You had to say how many points did you want to spend on said piece, and you had to hope your points were higher than the last person. Which kind of transitioned into the later Dynamis link shell that I ran. But since this was more casual, since we're in a more casual atmosphere, we moved to prioritizing by what job do you prioritize more. So what do you have higher on your list of wanting to complete, essentially. I remember bidding 250 points on TH4 hands and being B-listed when my thief was 60. My Dynamis leader wouldn't let us bid on anything we didn't have jobs for that at 75. If Mur wasn't running Dynamis, he'd probably say if he remembers or not. I know he's running it since I'm doing this. Oh, you would hear all about it too if you tried to. If you sent him a tell and it wasn't something you had, oh, you got the rage. You were told you weren't allowed to lot anything that entire night. Because I was always main tank. Nice. I was warrior. Oh yeah. He had a black mage army. Black mage in every party. Your ass was out of the zone super fast. You defied the Dynamis leader, you were out. Period. So many black mages. I laugh because you out-damaged all the Samson Rangers. I mean... Blue! Oh, you just want Gukumatsu. I don't care. Wow, did he really have a macro for that? Wow. He made a macro for it. I haven't seen a macro with job emotes in them in so long. I wonder if he had even had, like, a little party chat, too. Oh, boy. Memories. So many memories. Anyway. Oh, I guess that's something we could talk about since we're talking about memories and nostalgia. What? Back in the 75 days when you were making macros, if you ever did a party chat macro or seen a party chat macro, what was your favorite party chat macro and for what job ability or weapon skill was it for? Or casting spell? I want to see what people come up with or what they remember. I had the most obnoxious ones. Dun, 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 dun. I only had ones for teleports. Because that's how I made money back in the day, as I was the teleporting person. I leveled White Mage just high enough to do all the teleports. And then eventually I 75'd it. Because why not? Get over here! Oh, you had calls in all of yours? Oh my gosh. I would have hated it. I would have hated it. I would have had to, like, mute everything. Oh, man. Oh, man. Yeah. Whew. But yeah, I had those fun macros that was like, next stop, such and such place. Like, Conshot Highlands. And then it would have a little phrase about Conshot Highlands. Where the wind blows and Stray Mary sings. Because it was always windy. It was always wind weather there. Oh, he's probably working on Kanagi. He's out here on Ninja. He's got to get those procs. Yeah, I was one of those people with macros. But other than that, no. I didn't really make macros. Maybe I did one for Provoke. But I think it just said Provoke. I don't think it had anything special. Oh, no. I did have a Thief macro. When I used to pull with Thief. I do remember that. It would say like, oh my god, this is chasing me. And then I would use Sleep Bolts, and I would go, never mind guys, it's asleep. I had max marksmanship. Like, doing Holy Bolts and Sleep Bolts. Oh, it was good. I remember those days pulling as Thief. I never added calls to mine, though. Didn't have any calls. But yeah, Holy Bolts and Sleep Bolts. My babies. I remember something like Provoking 3, then Altana hearing my call. Nice. I didn't like yell to flee. Flee, the cops are here. He's gonna catch me, Kappa. Boof. We're getting there. Do. Ba-na-na-na-na. We's getting there. Yeah, I think we'll be able to finish this tonight, but we're not going to be able to do the other trials before I have to log off. Well, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Might have to finish this tomorrow. Since we're working on mythic trials here, what's everybody's favorite mythic? Doesn't have to be a useful mythic. It could just be like the cool looking mythic or anything like that. What is your favorite mythic in the game? Kinkonkin? Nice. Kinkonkin does look really cool. The little circle. Little swoop. Nagi? Nice. Katana? Ooh, Fel, what you got? I know you've made a whole bunch of them. You gotta think real hard now. Which one do you like the most? And anybody's welcome to this. It doesn't have to be just the people talking. Doesn't matter if you've made it or not. I like Black Mage Mythic because I want to believe it's best in slot. So you like Leviatane. Leviatane is interesting. I just wish it wasn't orange. It's kind of weird that it's orange. I will oddly say that I like how Tupsamati looks. The scholar mythic. Ooh, I've always liked how Tupsamati looks, and that's why I was like, ooh, should I do Conqueror or should I do Tupsamati? And I'm like, you know what? We're gonna go with Conqueror. We're gonna finish more warrior stuff. In aspects of usefulness, the Dragoon Spear was I want to say like top DPS. I actually haven't seen a lot of people use the Dragoon Spear. I don't know how good the Mythic one is. Back when things were Link Shell built kind of deal. Yeah, it probably was. It was probably really good. I know the Empyrean beat out afterwards. Well, yeah, because everybody was like, LOL Dragoons! Even though they could survive, like, way better than most people. They could just be like, bye! And erase all their hate. Like, peace out! Boof! Okay, so then let's go down to what do you think is the best... What is your favorite relic? I shouldn't say what is the best. What is your favorite relic? Dun 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 dun. G-Horn? Nice. For game changing, it is very much a game changer. It was a one of a kind. There was nothing like it back in the day. The fact that you could get your song so strong at 75 just with that, it was so nice. Not a lot of Dragoons because SE excluded Dragoons from Magic Evasion sets. Most useful party weapon if you want to argue it, yes. Especially back in the 75 days, it was like the thing to aim for bards. Back when I was Paladin, it was Excalibur and Aegis, yes. That was an amazing combo. Actually, it's still actually a good combo. Excalibur is actually still useful. My favorite relic, I would have to say, is Annihilator, because it is the most unique weapon. There is nothing else that looks like Annihilator. Not even close. It's just its own thing, which I think is really cool. What about you, Kiko? What is your favorite relic? What's the beast axe? Oh, Gutler. Gutler looks really cool. For relic. Kikoku. Nice. The little blue katana. I like Excel Ages 2 and Gutler. Yep. You know what's funny? Is if you ever did Winders missions in the past, and you meet the Mithra that actually wields Gutler back during the war times, you get to see how much Gutler was driving her crazy and just talking to her. It was really funny. Like, it's so comical. If you haven't seen it, I recommend doing the Winders Pass storyline just for that, because it is so funny. Like, everybody else seems fine with their relic weapons. You just see her, and she's just going mad. I'm actually thinking on making the Sam Great Katana and Relic Bow combo just for fun. Actually, I know a samurai that uses the Relic Bow. And he does use it, like, during Omen when we do range fights. He will pull it out, and he has out DPS'd some rangers with his Sam with the Relic Bow. It is hilarious. He has made even a snapshot set for it and a ranged DPS set for a samurai. It is great. And yes, his name is Haydn. So if you ever have questions about a ranged DPSing Sam, talk to Haydn. He's fantastic. He's also really nice. If he's got time, he will answer the questions. Looks like I got 30 minutes left. Can I get 183 in 30 minutes? Well, not without haste. Bum, bum, bum. Let's see. So now we're down to Empyreans. So what are people's favorite Empyreans? Barsha. Barsha's awesome. She's also asleep up there. I don't know if you guys can see her. Yep, you can see her. She's asleep up on the tree. She's adorable. She is also the axe. For those that don't know, it is the Empyrean axe. It is a beautiful looking weapon. Although it's oddly big for an axe. I was really surprised thinking about it. Like, just the sheer... I mean, it's not tri-edge. It's not tri-edge size, but it is still a hefty axe. But man, it is beautiful. Anybody else? Masa? Masamune? Blue purple. Ha! Blue great katana. I remember I had a picture during early Abyssia days, and all the samurais wanted Masamunes. Every samurai had to have a Masa. All mace. Nice. Nice. That was another one of those, like, really sought-after ones. I always loved Ukon and Uko's Fury. Yes. Actually, one of my favorites is Ukon. That's why if you ever see me on Warrior and I have a great axe, I'm usually lock-styling Ukon. Because it looks really cool. I still have keepsakes for my old Final Fantasy XI days. I have G-Horn on my keychain, and it goes everywhere with me. Nice! When I made it on Claudus and Notris, and Myrrh was there with me, made it special. Nice. Nutrez. It's okay, when I finally made G-Horn, I cried. If you don't believe me, ask Myrrh. He was here when I actually made it. I spent day and night farming Dynamis on my off time because all of the currency that I had originally built up during the time I made a Link Shell. Arm again does look really cool. It's very unique as well too. Just like all silver. It's kind of like a futuristic type gun. That's what it looks like. But all my currency from when I ran a Dynamis Link Shell ended up going to my ex because he was making Mjolnir at the time. And he needed to make a relic first, and then it was going to be my turn. Well, I think he only got to, like, stage 2, maybe stage 3, because at the time we were splitting Dynamis currency 2 ways, essentially. One was going to the person we shared the Dynamis link shell with, or Cole ran the Dynamis link shell with. He was making Kikoku at the time, and my ex was making Mjolnir. So if I got any currency for putting into getting the glass, mine would all go to my ex. And so I had nothing. I literally had to start fresh making G-Horn. So when I finally made it, and it was the first Rima I made, it was the very first Rima, was G-Horn. I cried. Actually, I cried at G-Horn, Durdabla, and Karnwinhan. Cried at all 3 of those. Because it was just an amazing fight. Like, it was a moment of relief for me to be like, I finally got to make a Rima weapon. And they were just called REMs then. They were just REMs. REM. Because there wasn't Aeonics at the time. But I was just so proud that I finally got to make them. This was after I had returned to the game. So technically Aeonics were then. They were now called Rimas. But to me they were still REMs because I didn't know about Aeonics. I didn't even know what the fuck they were. Yeah, I mean, for anybody that gets a Rima, it's like, you put the time and effort. You did these trials, which are fucking annoying. Even for G-Horn, you had to do trials. Yeah. But when I got the Aeonic, when I got Marseilles, the Aeonic Horn, I didn't have any emotion for that one because it felt more like a group achievement. That's how Aeonics are kind of what they feel like, because everybody's kind of working towards them at the same time. Well, like, Empyreans, Mythics, and Relics, you kind of work on your own, and you do it at your own pace. Yeah! It's green! There it is. And Honor March is a broken-ass song. So, you kind of want to get it. I was forced to make another Aeonic, and don't let her make you believe otherwise. What Aeonic? What Aeonic did I make you make? Nope. Marseilles. And I did not kill this thing. I'm a little sad about it. Marseilles is the newest one. I technically have all the Aeonics. I just kept going. Just kept rapid firing them. But, because they are a group effort, not saying that back in the day the relics weren't a group effort, but, like, everybody is rewarded for Aeonics. Well, like, back in the day for Dynamis, like, you had to funnel all the currency to one person. You had to funnel all the effort for one relic. When you do an Aeonic, as long as you have a Malform and you're killing them with the group, everyone's going to benefit from those kills, not just one person for one Aeonic. So when I was helping all those people do Aeonics, like, I just kept making them. I just kept making sure I had 50k beads and got my Malformed every single time. I had to level all jobs in order to make sure I could get all of the Aeonics. Which just baffles me. I was like, why did I do this? But I did. I did do it. And I can prove it. I have them all. Because you can't mule them. You have to have them on you. There's no way to store them. Oh, I wish there was a slip for it. If there was a slip I could do and put them away in, I'd be so happy. I'd have so many inventory spots. Okay, so that brings us down to actually Aeonics. What is your favorite Aeonic? Whether it be looks, versatility, I don't know, whatever you want to come up with. Mannequin them. They should be stored. I know, there really should be. None of them. I don't even know what an Aeonic looks like. The staff I actually am currently holding is the Aeonic staff. If that helps. That is one of them. The little swirly staff. Hishi and Lionheart. Nice. So the katana, it's actually like a gold katana. It actually does look really cool. And Lionheart, I wish Ava had a greatsword, because I could show you Lionheart. But she doesn't, so I can't. But it is really cool looking. Every time I get on Ava's Rune Fencer, I put on Lionheart. It is a cool looking greatsword. Let me find the page for you. Google. Boop. Because, you know, SE always comes out with, like, the spreadsheet of what they all look like. Oh, they didn't do that on the Aeonics. That's right, they only did a couple of them. But here you go, Redemptress. There's the link for it, so you can take a look. I actually like the shield. The shield and the staff are kind of tied for me. Again, I guess it's because of uniqueness. Like, there's no other staff that has the little swirl. It's just a cool looking staff. And then the shield, it's a purple diamond shape with the little crown in the center. But it's kind of similar to O-Chain if I really think about it, because that one's kind of, no, that one's got a weird shape to it. Never mind, I take my statement back. Just retract what I said. Yeah, I want to say I stopped playing when Seekers was in, I don't know, year 3 of existence yet. So, Aeonics came out during Rhapsody's Ivana deal. It was kind of like their last hurrah, here's your final weapon sort of thing. Before they said they would be the last expand kind of deal. Yeah. Yep, that's Rhapsody's. Yep, Rhapsody's was supposed to be like the last hurrah, and that's why the credits, like, it's so sad to watch the credits of Rhapsody's, because if you've played through, like, all the storylines and you've really, like, experienced the game back at 75, it's really emotional, because you could tell, like, that was them trying to say that the game was ending, because the game was kind of dying at that time. There wasn't a lot of people playing it. There's been kind of this resurgence of Final Fantasy XI, and I don't know if it's from people streaming it or, you know, the word getting back out, or them just really, they've been marketing it heavily lately too. Like, it's crazy how much they've been advertising Final Fantasy XI. They even recreated a new website for it. They've been talking about the new expansion, which really isn't an expansion. It's kind of like a little mini story that they've been slowly introducing. This game has been dying since it came out, and it is still getting version updates and mini expansions, yes. It didn't really start dying, though, until Adulan came out. Like, the moment Adulan came out was really the killer for Final Fantasy XI. It destroyed the population of this game. It definitely died off, but it's got its hardcore people who love it. Yes, that is also very true. I know, like, I originally quit playing 11, when Seekers came out. I was one of those people that was like, holy moly, everything that I worked for up to this point is now trash. And there was one apparently really easy to obtain item that trumped every piece of equipment that I had. Every single piece. It was like, you just were just killed right off the bat, and there was no raising you from it. It was so bad. And that's what originally made me quit, was the fact that I had worked so hard I had 3 Empyrean weapons that I'd made because it was the only Rima weapons that I technically had at the time. It was Ukon, Twash, and Arma were my three Empyreans. They weren't 99 because fuck getting heavy metal plates at the time. No joke. I got to the heavy metal plate stage for them. I did all the NMs and all the Abyssia. Got to heavy metal plates and went no. Even to this day, heavy metal plates are obnoxious to get unless you get the campaign or you get them from Ambuscade or you just buy them from the people that had botted the shit out of the campaigns at the time they were out. Like, it's... Back then, when you needed 18 people to coordinate together to get those lights maxed out in order to get one heavy metal plate, maybe every 10 mobs. Oh my goodness. And Fel, we're not talking about it. They did another expansion and lowered the level down, kind of like WoW did. Oh yeah, they recently did that, if I remember correctly. They do have a new mini storyline out right now. I haven't been doing it. I started it and did like the first couple of missions, and the ending of chapter 1 is hilarious. Oh my goodness, it is funny. It even makes fun of like the old characters from Chains of Prometheans. It is fantastic. It is coming out really slowly. So I've been dying down on trying to rush through it. I am just taking my time. We are not going to be done with this before I get kicked out of here. Heavy metal plates back when they first came out. And getting heavy metal plates. My mobs are despawning. Why are they despawning? They shouldn't be down leveling. They shouldn't be de-leveling right now. I've been killing them so fast. Well, I guess if the other person's not killing them, that would make them want to de-level. Dun 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 dun. Although we got close. So tomorrow we'll finish up this trial. And then we'll do the ZNMs after that. You want to play and then you think about what you have to do in the game and then you're just like, I don't want to play. I don't want to do it. I don't even want to talk about it. But the fact that I wouldn't be relevant and needed to be carried to get that relevancy. You actually don't really need to get carried all that much. Like, there's actually quite a bit of gear that you already have that just can take a slight upgrade, which doesn't actually take a lot to get upgraded to be relevant. Like, that was one thing I keep hearing a lot from older players, is they're like, oh my goodness, I have so much catching up to do. My gear doesn't matter anymore. And really, a lot of it is just taking your AF Relic and Empyrean and just upgrading it. You don't, I started again in January and got 4 level 99s, now with I-119 equipment all solo. There you go. It really doesn't take a whole lot, especially with the fact that they added trusts into the game. Makes it a lot easier to where you don't have to worry about relying on people and feeling like you're being carried. Carrying, all it does is just speed up the process. So if you're not worried about going really fast and taking up people's time or having to wait for people just to do certain things, you know, you can take your time in the game and get the equipment you need. But just getting the basic AF Relic and Empyrean upgraded, you're already ahead of the game than most people. Like, a lot of people don't realize how important your AF Relic and Empyrean really does help you out and throughout the game. And everybody asks me the first thing. They're like, what should I work on? And I'm like, AF, Relic, and Empyrean. That's it. Just get those pieces and you'll be fine. Then worry about getting everything else. Makes me want to go to sleep. Hell, I just sold a diamond sword. Got the mantle and just have to. Just have it, yeah. You can get the ring from him. The ring's actually really good. Well, Ava's out. Which means Claire's probably... I should probably lot these. I need to lot those. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Mer wanted these. Mer wanted these. Okay, good. They dropped. Na 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 na. Yeah, bad ranger on the ring. Oh, bad RNG on the ring so far. Yeah, that happens. That happens quite a bit. I remember it took me a couple of tries to get the ring for my core. And then I helped a few friends try to do it too when I was needing to farm him for the item to upgrade relics. Can't remember it off the top of my head. There's Scoria, and then there's the other one. I think I have one. Marrow. Umbral Marrows. Needing those to upgrade relics. Boof! Am I gonna at least get to 100? Probably not. No, I got 10 minutes. Maybe. I just won't have the Sam roll, which kind of sucks. I mean, I could probably pull out Coltada and... No, he'll probably give me Evokers. He probably wouldn't even give me the rolls I'm looking for. I don't even know what the second roll he would give me. He'd give me Evokers and something else. Boof! So what's everybody working on in the game, actually? We can ask that question. Working on anything cool? Anything fancy? I know Kiko said that he was working on killing Alexander. Try to get a Cloud Splitter body and Magic Evasion body for Warrior. What are you working on, Dunny? Orfel, what are you working on? Boof! Fame on a Doolin at the moment. Nice! Get those impatures done so you don't get stuck. Don't want to get stuck on those. It sucks. Trust me, it happened to me. I was really sad about it. I've only got 4 Aeonics left as I have all of the Rems, but not actively doing anything. Gotcha. Well, you're about to work on getting some more Mythics done. Trials-wise, right? Because you're waiting for me to get to ZNMs, and then we're going to go do some ZNM mobs and Sarameas, get some of those done. Right? Right? Woo! I gotta see how far Ava is on Tiger, because that was the only one when I was doing my initial climbs that I didn't finish on her, because I already had a Tiger Tail, and I should have done it anyway, just to finish the one that she had, because she's like this close to having a Tiger pop, and she's already got a Tendon pop, she's already got a Saramea pop. Just need to get Tiger in order to do Pandemonium Warden, which I really need, because I need those Scorias. Bum, bum, bum. Let's see if I can get over here in time. I'm about to lose haste too. I'm trying to at least get below 100. If I can at least get there, then I will be a happy camper when we start tomorrow. Oh, somebody's got Gukumats again. Somebody's really trying to finish something. Oh no, it's the other person. Oh no, wait, is that the ninja? That's the ninja. That was an effort, but... Is there anything in the game that you guys want to actually kind of see, or if there's any videos that you want done of that content? On like any tips and tricks on how to do them, or I mean, there's already job videos. I mean, I can make a job video too, but they're already good enough that you don't really need multiples of them. But like actual content in the game. I was thinking of doing one for assaults and thinking of doing one for ZNMs. Because I found out there's actually a lot of people that don't know how ZNMs work. Or like how to do them, which I was kind of surprised about. Because a lot of people will just shout to buy the trophies when it's just really easy to do the climb and it doesn't take a whole lot of time. I don't think I can kill 17 in 5 minutes. Not with this. Come on. Oh. No! They're de-leveling! What I mean by de-leveling is every time you kill mobs in quick succession in Abyssia, they level up, and then they also make more spawn. So, when they haven't been killed very quickly, so if, like, the kill rate goes down, it'll despawn mobs, and then reduce the level of the remaining ones. Which is why sometimes you won't get resisted on some, and then, like, if you've been there for a while and you notice there's been a whole lot spawning, you'll get resisted on more. Which was an interesting mechanic back in the 75 days. Because you could just literally watch, like, after an EXP party happened, just all of a sudden all the mobs despawn and then reset sort of thing, so that way they were at base level, like, fresh starting level until, like, a new group came in. See if I can get all these pice skins for Myrrh. I mean, I really didn't get a whole lot, but... He's doing the leather craft shield, and one of the boxes you can make uses pice skin, so that's why I'm trying to get it for him. But once I get kicked out of here, I guess I can, like, proactively see who's streaming right now. Let's take a look. Final Fantasy 11. Who's streaming 11 right now? Anybody good? Boof. Let's see, a lot of private server people are streaming right now, which I'm not surprised about. Oh, back during campaign. We can do that person. Somebody who's just freshly back. And he's on Asura. Ooh. Ooh. Fresh meat, guys. Is there anybody else? Let's see. Trash 11 player. Oh, good. Yeah, I think we'll go with that guy. How close are we gonna get? Asura's the only relevant server. It's the server of assholes. We're such jerks over here. Nobody's nice. Nobody cares about the community. They just want to steal your items and sell it on the auction house and watch you all cry. I'm just kidding. Totally kidding. I actually really like the community. At least the community I've been able to be with. Like, you guys have been super awesome. I've met a couple of you guys actually in-game and also on Twitch, which has been really cool. Hello! Hello, Dark Knight. I think I'm getting booted out here soon. I don't know if you're looking for Kukutama. She drugged me to her wedding. I didn't drug you. You were already drugged when you showed up. I know, it was sad that you couldn't make it. I know there was a lot of stuff going on. I had another Canadian friend that couldn't make it either. It was sad. I wanted you guys all to be there. You wanted to walk Mur down the aisle. Am I getting booted? Oh, it's getting close. That's all it was minutes. Give away my pretty princess. He actually looked really good on his wedding day. He looked so good. Cleaned up real good. Oh, we got so close, guys. We're at 104, and it's going to kick me out. He is. 10 seconds. Can I get one more in the 10 seconds? Oh, probably not. Oh, this staff is so slow. Oh, spam it. Nope. Alrighty. Let's go raid this guy. Shall we? Because that's all I got for you guys tonight. I really appreciate you guys all hanging out with me. Let's go raid this person who just came back. He's only here for the campaign, apparently, so I don't know how long he's been playing for. Let's go say hi to him. I appreciate everybody for stopping by. Thank you so much. I hope you all have a wonderful night. Bye-bye!